So during my live stream here from the Luxor, my first impressions of this room, if you haven't checked that out, do check it out. There'll be a link in the description info card above. But one of the things that was requested is the sound of the AC. Now the AC didn't turn on when I was doing the live stream, but it's on right now. So here we can just give it a listen. It's not too loud, which is good. It does put out a fair amount of cool air, which is good. So that's all fine. No concerns there, really. There is a bit of a noise concern, though, because it did sound like throughout the night that I could hear planes. Now, I'm not sure if that was maybe this malfunctioning or actual planes or something else in the area, helicopters perhaps. A lot of helicopters buzzing around Las Vegas. So that is possible that that's what that was. So I do recommend bringing earplugs if you're going to be staying at the Luxor, because it's not the air conditioning, but there is noise about. And the walls do seem somewhat thin. So that's another thing to consider. Another thing that's kind of odd is that it seems like in the evenings, it doesn't smell good. Like when you first walk into the room, seems okay. It's got sort of a stale smell to it. Not quite a musty, but it almost smells like there's like a hint of perfume that's mixed in, almost covering it up a little bit. But then when you're in the room for a while, and particularly in the evening, I've noticed, I don't know what it is about the evening versus the daytime, it gets kind of smoky, which sucks. It stinks, it smells, but only in the evening, which is bizarre. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. And I did have a chance to test out the shower. The shower's not very good either. Let's go take a look at that, and I can tell you all about it. This is the shower stall here, which I did show in that live stream. My first impressions video here at the Luxor. So as I mentioned in that live stream, this is worn and it's grimy, it's dirty, there's a texture on it that's just disgusting. And so it's not much to look at. Hey, it's a shower head. And it does move, like it has a pretty decent range of movement, so that part is kind of nice. But the problem is it would cut out intermittently. So it wouldn't be a steady stream. It'd be a steady stream and then it would stop and start, stop and start. Steady stream, stop and start. So that's a little concerning. And as well, the temperature controls were slow to respond. So initially I had to have it like set to here to have it comfortably warm. And then as the shower progressed, I had to move it all the way back here just because the hot water became more and more intense. So, I mean, that's not great. And I was looking at the door here, something else I noticed. It's not very clean. That's like a simple wipe would take care of this. It's got chips here, and this is where it gets really interesting. There's damage in the bottom part of the bathroom door here. Now that looks like water damage amongst other things. So this is just not in good condition, which is a real shame. I wanted to like the Luxor. I mean, when you are walking around the property, you know, it's not bad. It's nice. You know, you look at it from the outside and it's iconic. The pyramid in Vegas, with this beam of light coming up from the center of it, I really wanted to like it. But, you know, it's nice to visit and you wouldn't want to stay. That's the thing. I mean, the architecture is nice. When you're walking around sort of in the food court area and the mezzanine, whatever you would call that, that's very nice. I like it. It's kind of like subdued. It's not crazy busy. So that's fine. It's nice. It's a nice property to walk around in. The casino's a little smoky. Maybe slightly better than the Park MGM, but it's pretty marginal. It's pretty close. So one of the things that I said in my Park MGM review is how when you put the blackout curtains down, the room got pitch black at night, and it was fantastic. This is the opposite of that. So in this room, when you close the curtains, for one thing, it's hard to get them to close all the way just because of, I guess, the age and the nature of them. And you saw me during the live stream probably struggling to move them. There is this pole that's here, this rod. And so that's actually working pretty well right now. But, it's it doesn't come together very well. You really got to fight with it to get that thing properly closed. So, I mean, when you fight with it and when you get it properly closed, it's not too bad. But it's when you turn the lights out that you start to see all the other little lights in the room, which is one of the things I was complaining about other properties in the Park MGM video, which check it out if you haven't already. I'll put a link to that. You know, you got the light on the TV. That's minor. That's a tiny thing. But then you have this massive clock, and this is just not great because it's got this big display as well as this giant orange button here, yellow-orange button. So, you know... Oh, wait, hold on. Night light. What's this? On, off, switch on back. Oh, that's an additional light. Well, not really what I was looking for just then. So, I'm sorry, Luxor. I just can't recommend it. I can't recommend it. I desperately wanted to like the Luxor. But MGM, Luxor, this place needs a refresh. I showed it on the live stream. I don't know how good it looked, so just like some of the wear and tear here. This is on the wardrobe. I talked about this. I don't know how well that showed up in the live stream. So there's damage there. I mean, well, not damage, it's kind of wear. You might be able to see that there's some damage in there. I already showed you the bathroom door. You got some damage here. Over on this desk, got damage there. It's I mean, I don't care a lot about those things, honestly. I think for me, what it boiled down to was that smell last night as I was trying to sleep, and it was like trying to sleep in a well-ventilated casino, but you're still in a casino surrounded by smoke, so I was coughing, and I'm allergic, so I had a bit of an allergic reaction, so I had some congestion in the nose as I'm trying to sleep. And so, like, I was having trouble sleeping, so I'd wake up periodically. And then I noticed from 2 to 2:15, they completely shut down the Wi-Fi. Now, admittedly, who at 2:15 in the morning, or, 2 in the morning is needing Wi-Fi? Just happened to because I happened to be up with a coughing fit that I thought I'd check my email or whatever. And then the network was just gone. It wasn't like you connect and nothing happens. It was just like, they shut it off for like 15 minutes. Maybe it was maintenance, I don't know. And if you're going to do maintenance, that's not a bad time for it. So really, yeah, it's just a shame. It's such a shame. Because I wanted to like it so badly, but ultimately it's it's the smell thing, and that takes a major, I think, overhaul to take care of that. So yeah, it's architecturally fascinating. It's beautiful to walk through on the inside. Don't stay here. Sorry to say. Now, maybe if they do in the future, this is 2019, if they do in the future refresh and refurbish the facility, they could breathe a whole new life back into it, and I'd be happy to give it another shot. But until such a thing occurs, Vacation Impossible is probably not going to be coming back to the Luxor. Park MGM, it's a beautiful alternative. The MGM Grand is fantastic last time we were there. I mean, I'd almost say the Stratosphere was so far away, and it has its issues too. The elevator here at Luxor is a scary affair. It feels like it's moving side to side as it goes up. And on another one that I was on, there was, the number 2 was missing off the plate, and it had just been written in. Anyways, yeah, sorry. You got the nice red chair. Whee! 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 Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Was anything that I just covered a deal breaker for you? Would you be willing to stay at the Luxor? Was I too harsh? Did I go a little easy on it? Let me know down below. I really appreciate it. And thanks so much for watching. Check out the other awesome videos on this channel. We do hotel reviews. We give you cruising tips, how to save money when you travel, all sorts of stuff, road trip tips. So check it out. We got a lot of great content. Thanks so much for watching.